Hey, what's up, everyone? How's it going? Rob here, Moto Lab Dirt Bikes.com. I figured I'd do a little something different here, and maybe you guys might be interested, maybe not. This is just about my current personal setup, which I try not to go too crazy and keep it consistent because, one of my probably most important suggestions would be to not make big changes, especially before races. So try and keep it consistent, although some components do find their way on the bike. So let's have a little walk around. I'm going to go through by component group, chassis, suspension, etc., and we'll just kind of take a look on what's currently on here. And this is really like 48 National Enduro, technical mountain stuff, occasional hare scrambles. So this is really kind of focused all around, along that. Although I do some hard enduro as well. So let's take a look. We'll get into it. All right, I guess let's first start with suspension. So what's currently on there, was found their way on there, is the WP Exact Pro 7500 cone valve inserts. Boy, that's a mouthful. All right. The only thing that sucks about these is you pay, what, $1,600 or whatever it is, and they don't even come with toolless adjusters on it, which I think is completely stupid. So if WP, if you're listening, I mean, come on, man, get with it. I mean, even your stock lower dollar stuff comes with toolless adjustment, and this stuff doesn't. Stupid. Anyway, you got to spend another 25 or 30 bucks plus pay someone to put that crap on. But I guess I digress here. That's just currently what's on there, and we've actually found a really good combo. I've been working with this stuff for quite some time, and got a really good combo. And for me, I like something that's good hold up, really eats up the square edge stuff, and is just slightly on the comfort side. I'm not 18 years old anymore. It's racing the 40A stuff, so I prefer something that's just a touch on the softer side, so that when you do have to sit down, or you're just losing a little bit of a head of steam, then it's just going to eat up the chop that much more. So this might be suspension related, but more so protection wise. But yeah, go ahead and get yourself a good set of wraparounds, or some cheap Chinese knockoffs, whatever. This way, keep the fork tubes protected when you do lay it over, right? So, all right, moving on to suspension number 2 out back. So this is the stock shock body with a Kashima coated tube on there. So low friction, actually that is the body, Kashima coated body, and the bladder conversion kits, that's also Kashima coated as well, with a low friction piston band, and then it's got our billet collar on there. So that really helps to keep basically anything that inhibits the movement of the shock shaft is going to affect performance, right? So that's what all those low friction pieces are about, just eliminating anything that inhibits the movement of the shock shaft. So yeah, that's as far as that goes. And then let's take a look at some of the other things. This course kind of goes without saying here. So just some guards, stock lever, stock bars. I did go with a Seat Concept seat, although I'll swap that thing out on occasion, just depending upon what I'm doing. I'm doing more like hard enduro stuff. The wings do tend to get in the way of me getting my ass all the way over the back of the seat, so I do swap that out for the stock unit. And then as far as guards and protection, I did go with the crosslink components. Swing arm guards on those things are a bit on the paper thin side, so I didn't want to start punching holes through that. And then we've got the bulletproof designs, rear disc guard. I'm trying not to go too crazy with the guards. I mean, you could get nuts and spend all this money, which is, I don't know. Your individual needs may vary, basically. Let me just summarize with that. Carbon pipe guard has saved this pipe on way more than, a single occasion. I could say that. Some people say do it, and people say don't do it. I'm just out here doing my own thing. So the Pennant Racing billet radiator guards have been phenomenal. A couple big dumps on that thing, and it really just, taking the hit. And it's cool. This big fatty crossbar is really what ties it all together. So yeah, stock skid plate, and like I said, we got the wraparounds there. It really helps when you lay it over the rocks. You're up on a hill, and it just really helps keep those fork tubes from being scratched. So yeah, so the extra Cherokee front disc guard laying around, so chuck that thing on there. Performance wise, got a host of goodies here from pin it racing, and it's all aimed at being like really mindful stuff. Some of the biggest performance gains, or I should say really getting it back up to stock power, is just a Vossner piston. And to make sure that's running consistently, you got the billet crankcase pressure sensor holder to eliminate vacuum leaks, and the billet fuel rail, which is up underneath here, so get rid of that the plastic unit, which is prone to snapping off. The inlet there, you can see it just comes out of the tank through this oversized fuel filter here, and then goes down into the fuel rail there. So yeah, kind of boost performance, and it's a nice little preventative piece there too. This is nice, get rid of that stock piece of crap little filter that they're telling you to change over 5 hours. This has like 60 times the surface area, rebuildable stainless steel mesh, like 50 or 60 micron, whatever it is. I did go with the Enduro Engineering stator wire guard. I felt like I've always seen stuff come through here and just jam right through the pipe. So I figured, I was like, you know what, hey, that's a nice $20 mod. Definitely worthwhile there. The billet cross-drilled 11-ounce clutch weight was a massive one for me. Really kind of pulled everything together. Gearing-wise, running 1348. We'll talk about alternatives here in a minute. That really, for me, got it out of the herky-jerky second, third gear stuff. I mean, second was just too violent in stock racing form, and then third just didn't have enough stones to pull it through. So that just puts you into like a more of a third gear constant and into fourth for racing. Dunlop tires, front and rear, currently just AT82s front and rear, and Dunlop bibs front and rear, which are, it's amazing. Like, there's no break-in. It's probably the most impressive bib entire combo setup I think I've ever ran. So the Michelin stuff, you put it in, and it's rock hard, and it beats you like a drum until it finally breaks in, and then the tires beat, and then you go swap it again. And if you know, you know, you know. As far as gearing goes, I do have I got a spare wheel off my buddy Chad. Thanks, Chad. Who, you know, it was like real cheap, $100 or something, an older KTM wheel, and I've got a 52 tooth sprocket on there, so it's really easy to swap. Got a low profile Bridgestone E50 Extreme on there, which is really, it's such an impressive tire in the rocks. So absolutely can't believe the performance of it. I know there's other ones. I know there's ones you might like better or whatever. That's just currently what I have there. But the 1352 gearing for me, I think, is probably just such a fun, playful gear set, especially for like, you know, technical mountain, hard enduro type stuff. You're able to cruise in third effortlessly, keep those RPMs a little bit lower, eliminate the wheel spin, but still has great drive. So nice and convenient, especially if you have like a spare beater wheel to just swap out. So I think that's really about it, you know. Stock brakes, all the controls and otherwise are generally pretty stock. So that's just kind of it, you know. Stock pipe and silencer. So it's just been a great, super fun, reliable motorcycle. So this is kind of a little bit of an insight, just to, you know, how my current setup is. I guess one last thing to just show you. I mean, these are my absolute favorite. I see a lot of guys run these now, the ODI Rogue V2s, and these are the grays, it's super soft. And I mean, it's just unparalleled hand traction there. It's unbelievable. And plus, they've got the pillow tops, provide a little bit of you know, vibration isolation there too, which is really cool. So there you have it. I hope you guys may find that a little bit interesting or helpful. So, well, hopefully, you know, we're gonna just get you a little bit more exciting stuff, different things coming up. So appreciate you as always. Check the website, motolabdirtbikes.com, or email us at info@motolabdirtbikes.com, or shoot us a call, 423-900-2233. Thanks so much. See you guys on the